This is an NBC News special report. Here's Savannah Guthrie.
Good evening. We are coming on the air tonight with breaking news about yet another mass shooting to tell you about. Breaking news out of Oklahoma. Details still unfolding, but here is what authorities tell us right now. Tulsa police saying 3 people are dead and multiple others were injured. It happened at a medical building on the campus of St. Francis Hospital in Tulsa. Police are saying a man with a rifle made his way into the facility and up to the 2nd floor. Officials are saying at this hour the shooter is also dead. I want to turn to Rahima Ellis, who's been following these details as they're just unfolding a few moments ago. Rahima, what have you learned?
Well, Savannah, we're finding out more by the moment. As you point out, the details are still coming in. But police are telling us, as you pointed out, this afternoon it was a man with a rifle who entered that facility called St. Francis Hospital in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and started shooting. Police, as you say, believe at least 3 people have been killed and multiple others wounded. Authorities say the gunman went to the 2nd floor, but it's not clear, they say, because it's too early to know why he chose that location. Police say the shooter is dead. It was not immediately clear if he was shot by officers or if he took his own life. Authorities are still clearing the facility room by room to make sure there are no more threats or possible victims. But they say it's no longer an active shooter scenario. As you point out, it comes just days after 19 students and 2 teachers were gunned down at Robb Elementary School in Uvalde, Texas, and just 2 weeks since 10 people were killed at a grocery store in Buffalo, New York. Savannah?
All too familiar, Rahima. Thank you. Once again, 4 people, including the gunman, dead after a shooting that happened on the hospital campus of St. Francis Hospital in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Joining us now is NBC News analyst, former ATF Special Agent in Charge, Jim Kavanaugh. Just as a person who's arriving onto a scene like this, a first responder, what's the first thing you're looking for?
Well, you're trying to secure his body, make sure there's no explosive devices, his vehicle, how he got to the hospital. Could there be anything in there? Of course, they're going to have to take it back to where he lives. Could there have been a murder there, a domestic assault on somebody in the house? And you're trying to sift through to see if this is a one-off, Savannah. Is he the only actor here, or could there have been somebody else? Was he targeting someone specific, some people specific, like a revenge motive, or was it just he wanted to random kill everybody? So that's some of the preliminary things detectives are going to be looking for.
Well, a hospital is the ultimate soft target. I mean, you don't necessarily see magnetometers and that kind of metal detectors, that sort of thing necessarily at a hospital. Some have them, some don't. This apparently was a medical building on the campus. And it appears the suspected shooter appeared to have made it with a rifle to the 2nd floor, if those first early reports are correct.
And that's right, Savannah. And the initial reports were citizens called because he was walking across a parking lot with a rifle. Open carrying a rifle in Oklahoma, as many other states, is completely legal now. The gun laws have been loosened up so much that you can walk around with a rifle, yet citizens are still upset when they see this and they call the police. The police responded. Nevertheless, he made it to the 2nd floor. 4 people are dead. The gunman's dead. So they're going to have to sort through all this and see what was going on. Any facility, office, hospital, courthouse, movie theater, shopping mall, it doesn't matter. If a man can get out of a vehicle and walk across a parking lot with a rifle and go into your facility, you have no security. And that happens time and time and time again. So facilities have to understand that the most basic attack they can stop by making sure that can't happen at their facility.
All right, Jim Kavanaugh, thank you. We're just looking at these images just coming into our newsroom from Tulsa, Oklahoma tonight. St. Francis Hospital complex, the scene of another deadly shooting. 4 people dead, including the gunman. We are continuing to follow the latest details. We will come on the air as we have more information. This has been a special report. I'm Savannah Guthrie. Much more tomorrow morning on Today.